You ever have one of those days where nothing goes as planned? Okay. That's my 2-year-old singing Your Way's Better.
What? What's better with that?
I've been trying since about 10 a.m. this morning to get to the hayfield. And just been one problem after the next. But I'm finally headed to the hayfield just with a little company.
Daddy, didn't get my milk.
I got your milk, yes.
I want it.
You can have it in a minute. Can you say hey?
Hey.
So a couple days ago, Eric and his dad cut some hay. It's been fluffed a couple times, and today is the day we're supposed to be baling it. Eric is there baling it now. I think his dad's raking. And I'm gonna try to get a little bit hauled. This is our dry hay, so it's 18% moisture and maybe a little bit under. But we'll be putting this in the barn. When we cut it, it wasn't supposed to rain until Wednesday, which is tomorrow. There's a chance tomorrow afternoon, and it's still showing pretty much that. But if you look at the radar right now, there's some thunderstorms around us, so I'm hoping we don't get rained on. We had to do some chicken house repairs this morning, and then had to pick my son up from a camp. Then my daughter had to go to the doctor, and so she's hanging out with me for a little bit until my wife gets done working. But we're headed to the hayfield. Caroline, are we gonna go drive the tractor? All right, tell them see you in a minute.
I see the minute.
We'll see y'all in a minute. Oh, and also, finally, I think, have our drone back working. It's been needing some repairs. We worked on it some, couldn't get it figured out, needed to be calibrated. Finally think I figured it out, and so if all goes well, this video will have some drone footage in the hayfield. We're pulling into the hayfield. It's about 3:30, and I passed Eric's dad driving back towards the farm with the tractor and the rake. So I don't know if he's done raking or if he's had issues. We're about to go check it out and see. He may be done raking, because they have raked and baled pretty much the entire first field. Or I shouldn't say first field, but I guess first half. So there he comes. I'll have to check with Eric shortly and see how things are in the cab. So we got one of our cab tractors is down, having some issues with the AC on it. This one here that he's in, we just replaced one of the 2 blower motors in it yesterday. The air was working, but not very well. You get out in 95-degree weather and you get pretty hot in there. It would blow, but not good. We got the second blower motor put in yesterday evening, and so yesterday evening it was working like a champ. We'll check with Eric though here in a minute and see how it's going. judging by this, they've baled probably close to 3/4 of everything. So the hay was a little bit thin. We were guessing 150 to 180 bales, but the way things have been going, I'm gonna say it's gonna be a little less than that. I'm gonna come over here and try to get this drone out, see if I can get it up in the air and see this hay field. This is our drone, so it's a DJI Mavic Pro. Still learning how to fly it. We've had it a few years. I don't even know for sure what it can do, but we're up. JL's getting some hay loaded up. I've been flying this drone, and I think I finally figured out how to actually, it's got a feature where it follows or tracks something, and so I've been setting it on the tractor, and hopefully the footage is working out. It's pretty cool. I got my first load, 14 bales loaded on there. Eric's dad made it back with his truck and trailer, so he's gonna be hauling. And so we're taking these back to a barn at Eric's dad's house, which is in our videos when we're working calves, a lot of times we're in his barn. We've got two places that we work calves, but that's the main one. That's where we keep all of our calves, do our backgrounding, feeding, have the J bunks, all that kind of stuff. But got my partner in crime loaded up. Caroline, what you drinking?
Water.
Got your water. And Mama's coming to pick her up in just a minute, I think, I hope. We're gonna head to the barn and get it unloaded. Are you having fun? Give me a smile. another one? You don't? You want to get some more hay? Eric has finished up. He actually just pulled back up in the tractor and baler. 123 bales total. Those are 60-inch bales. I've hauled 2 loads now, but I lost my partner in crime as I was loading hay on the for my second run. My wife came and got her, and so they're back at the farm now, but I'm going back to get another load. It's looking like if things work out, we could get it all hauled and stacked in the barn today, which would be nice. So we'll head back and get another load. I'm back at the farm. Last load is hauled. We're running short on barn space at Eric's dad, so I brought the last 10 bales and I'm gonna just store them here at our farm. Got all my stuff loaded down in the truck. My camera stuff, drone, car seat, daughter's blanket, sunscreen. All right, feed alarm in my chicken houses was going off, so I gotta go get it back going. Pretty sure I got more feed, I hope I do. But part of my crazy day and the delay today, I had some problems in the chicken houses, and then my wife was gonna pick up my son, my daughter, and bring them home, and then my daughter had to go to the doctor. My son's been at an overnight Christian camp. There, it's a little bright out here. Shady rays. So my son was at a 2-night Christian camp. He's 7 years old. This is the first time he's ever been. Other than family and one friend, he's never really spent the night away from home. Normally, I would think, Christian camp is one of the safest places you can be. But after what happened in Texas, I was a little nervous dropping him off on Sunday. He's only 7 years old. First time really going to a camp, spent 2 nights there. He doesn't have a cell phone, so we didn't really have any way to talk to him. But it was pretty cool to pick him up today, give him a hug, and just see how much fun he had. My heart goes out to all the people in Texas who have lost loved ones or are still searching for them. Just such a tragedy. And then to make it even worse, you get on social media and you see that people have somehow turned this tragedy political. I don't understand it. There's a lot of division in this country, a lot of hatred. There are lots of lies spread on social media every day, and lots of people believe those lies, and it's very discouraging to see. Sometimes I go back and forth on, like, do I just get rid of social media altogether? But there's a lot of good that comes in it too. I like to keep up with people, like to follow other farming accounts. There's some other accounts that just, can be uplifting. So that's the only reason that I don't get rid of it. But my heart does go out to all those people in Texas, all those affected, all those still searching. I hope each and every one of them can find some comfort, and some of them can find some closure. I know some of them are still searching, and just such an awful tragedy. There's so much uncertainty in the world right now, but one thing is certain, that tomorrow is not promised, and if you don't have a relationship with Jesus Christ, that's something that I strongly encourage you to look into. Find a pastor to reach out to, talk to a friend, reach out to me, reach out to Eric. We'll be more than happy to talk to you. But if you don't have a relationship with Jesus Christ, if you're not involved in a church, if you don't know where you'll be spending eternity, I encourage you to reach out to someone who can help you or can help navigate you in the right direction. The Bible verse I'm going to leave you with today, we may have done this one before, Eric may have done it, but it's Psalm 127, verse 3. Children are a gift from the Lord. They are a reward from Him. Go home tonight, hug your babies a little bit longer. If they don't live with you anymore, give them a call, tell them you love them. If you're watching this and your parents are still on the earth, give them a call, tell them how much you love them, because tomorrow's not guaranteed. Thank y'all for watching, and y'all come back and see us next time.